Video number 14, Advanced Webinar Marketing Strategies. Use press releases to publicize live webinars. Using a press release to help your webinar is a surefire way to get it going in the news. Press releases targeted at the right audiences can make miracles for your webinars. Press releases present a great opportunity to let yourself be known by releasing articles on a daily basis. These articles will then be spread throughout media outlets where traffic will generate to your webinar's sign-up page. With this practice being put forth on a daily basis, you can reach a fantastic number of people willing to register for your webinars, which will mean more active participants when they go live. Promote recurring affiliate offers. Now that you have built a registrant database of hopefully active participants, you can bet that with the right motivation, you can keep them coming back. After all, they signed up specifically to keep learning from you. Let's keep it that way. Using affiliate offers, you have to arrange a series of goods and packages that will create a perceived long-term investment value for the customer. What you offer will most definitely have to be something related to what you offer on your webinars, and that can be bundled ebooks, software, subscription fees, and other good deals with money-generating potential. Remind registrants about the webinar right before it goes live. One of the obstacles that you will find when working with webinars is that technical hardships often happen right before you go live, due to high traffic at the hours you choose to go live and other miscellaneous stuff. To avoid this problem, it is strongly recommended to use lead pages, an automatic landing service site that will remind your assistants that your webinar is about to go live. You just have to go and sign up at lead pages, customize an email reminder for your subscribers, and program the time to send it, which will also get them a spot on the live webinar for the already registered registrants. Additionally, it will send them an email with the registration steps in case the sign-up or registration process gets affected right before going live. Double-check that your registrants have the correct webinar information. Of course, unexpected things can happen, and that will happen from time to time. It is better to be ready when random inconveniences get in the way of doing things on time. This is why we are going to double-check that our registrants get the webinar reminder, as well as the information needed using 2 sets of online tools. You will need to use the aforementioned lead pages along with Aweber, 2 email marketing tools that can offer you advanced mail forwarding features by means of a simple and elegant setup option. You can configure both tools to work the way you think best suits your forwarding needs, which is something your customers will be greatly thankful for. Turn your webinar into a video. If you are an internet marketer, hosting webinars is a great way to build trust and get close with your customers. You can show yourself and what you have to offer in an immediate, interactive way. Webinars can be turned into video using a webinar platform or software. You can use these webinars as a powerful tool to create awareness and better public reception for that which you are marketing. Whatever you can cover about your product in half an hour will be good and will create a long-lasting impact. Speaking about your product or service in front of your customers can go a longer way than just by having them read about it. If not every one of your customers can make it to the webinar, they can get a recorded version of it so they can be a part of the experience. This is also true for new registrants that weren't present for a particular session. Hosting webinars will be a useful coaching method, as well as a question and answer session vehicle. This way, customers can address comments and concerns directly with you. Get your "Thank you for registering for the webinar" page in order. When your registrants reach the congratulations and thank you pages after registering, they will most likely forget about it until they receive their reminder to attend the webinar. That is why it is important to have a clear set of steps that you would want your registrants to follow after they have registered. Make sure you set up those steps as direct instructions needed to complete the registration process. For example, if you want your registrants to share this webinar with their friends or on their social media profiles, or add it to a calendar, you have to add those instructions in the same page where the thank you message is displayed. The Encore Webinar Strategy. One way to maximize attendance among those who could not make it to the initial live session is to offer an encore instead of a mere replay of the session that just ended. The reason for this is that it's more likely to retain attendance with a live encore than to just show a replay without the possibility for interaction. Moreover, if you offer something else apart from what is just covered in the finished session, each encore after every webinar will have the promise of something fresh, which will help boost attendance. Get your attendees engaged in your presentation. To get attendees to really feel occupied during your live webinars, it is very important to not have only their eyes and ears, but also their hands and voice engaged in the action. It is recommended to use various broadcasting channels so everyone can participate wherever they are. For example, use webinar software, live feed through video broadcasting websites, and podcasting. By getting your audience engaged and excited about the product and the presentation, you will most likely not need to sell your product because it will sell itself throughout the presentation. Learn to use curiosity and self-assessment to boost registrations. When describing your webinar to potential subscribers, you have to use curiosity and self-assessment to boost attendance. How? By creating bullet point statements to promote curiosity. Statements like, is this step-by-step program really helping you get a 30% rise in sales? Find out what the experts are saying. Create curiosity by not answering themselves. This is the curiosity that we will use as our ally to get people interested and eager to respond to those questions while formulating the answers by themselves in expectation. Use short-cycle email and marketing promotions. Short-cycle promotions seize the emotional state that a registrant is in. This happens because anticipation fades, and the most time you should use to promote your webinar is 3 days prior to it. This way, a registrant will be continually reminded of why he's waiting for the webinar and the reasons he wanted to attend it in the first place. This short cycle of reminders will keep anticipation and excitement fresh.